Hello people, this is Jack, and I have an announcement to make because my life pretty much depends on it. Last summer, I hastily made a decision to tape myself up on August 4th for a screening of various shows and to avoid a photo session the day after at all costs. This decision was a success, however, it had little impact, and that was my first so-called fatal decision. 1 month later, Otafest Aurora was announced. At that time, I announced another fatal decision, but this fatal decision was to be more severe than the one on August 4th. Over the past 3 months, I made it apparent that I was going to die, and in mid-October, I had actually bluntly slashed my left arm with a pen as part of a test phase. I'm making this announcement today to clarify my intentions for the fatal decision on December 15th. First of all, I will not die at all. The fatal decision has been a giant elaborate ruse the whole time. Also, I will not make any attempts to kill myself, nor will I try to hurt others. I'm obviously not that kind of person. The truth is, on December 15th, I'll show up with a lot of fake cuts and fake bleeding scars using red and probably black pen ink. The slashes I will have on my arm will not be to the extent of which I actually slashed my arm bluntly with a pen. Since Payback the Otafest vlogs was cancelled last June, society clearly has something against me, and it obviously wants me silenced too. As such, I will tape my mouth up. Really. This will leave me unable to communicate except for pre-recorded messages on my PSP. I expect somebody who doesn't have something against me to free me for the evening gala and events. I will also wear shattered sunglasses. They aren't the same ones as last time, as I had lost my other pair. I will look like I'm bleeding all over my head from behind the cracked and shattered lenses of these sunglasses. But you know, even fugitives have final exams to write. I happen to have a final exam on December 15th. So I will bring pens and pencils, which are intended for use on the exams, and something else I'll reveal in a moment. Since Otafest has a weapons policy, there will be no weapons in my possession, obviously. This means there aren't any knives or guns or something like that. I might carry a pair of blunt tip scissors to be used only for the sole purpose of freeing me from the tape. Let me explain my plans for my so-called fatal decision on December 15th. On the morning of December 15th, there will be a post on Facebook and Twitter saying, "The fugitive has escaped." Upon my arrival, there will be a dramatic music piece playing on my PSP from the video game mod Black Mesa. I will also bring my camera with me, though because the Payback vlogs have indeed been cancelled, I do not think I'll use it at all. This is pretty much a briefer for you people clearly with something against me. Throughout the day, I will play selections of other dramatic horror and action music from games such as Portal 2 and the Left 4 Dead games, along with music from a set of levels named Dead Before Dawn Director's Cut. This is an attempt to provide personal leitmotifs like I did for the Payback vlogs. The dramatic music I will use will vary from if I see someone I met at least 6 months ago, assuming I even recognized them at the time, to whether I'm in close proximity to the special guest, cue loose discovery, to whether the person in front of me indeed has something against me. When a personal objective is met, I may play some level completion music. I can also respond to some yes or no questions with pre-recorded clips, but that's just it. At 2:30 p.m., I will have to depart for my final exam, so I will play a dramatic escape theme from Left 4 Dead. This will signify that the fugitive user, namely me, is on the move. When I return in the evening, I will play another dramatic music piece from Black Mesa. At this point, I am uncertain whether I'll have access to my PSP during the evening gala and events, but I expect to be freed and cleaned up, and that may require someone's assistance. Now let me propose a challenge. I will carry around some paper or a book, and I may get someone to wave at me. This is similar to all the times I had people wave at the camera in the Payback vlogs, but there will be no filming from my end anymore. And depending on who I meet, I'll ask them to write something encouraging since I'm supposedly dying. I will ask them to write something like, "Everything's gonna be fine, don't worry." And I might ask them to sign their name or their character's name, because this will be the last time I ever go to any Otafest event. It is my turned away farewell after all.
Oh, hogwash, man!
Okay, I don't want to spoil any of my plans, but you know how I kept wanting to see an Azusa Nakano cosplayer, but couldn't find one? Well, I want to find someone going as Madoka. Now, I know I met a few cosplayers going as the Madoka Magica characters back in May, but this is for a challenge where I try to get people to cheer me up and write down encouraging stuff. For obvious spoiler reasons pertaining to the Madoka Magica series, I want to find a Madoka cosplayer and have her try to cheer me up and write encouraging stuff. Are you happy now? At the end of the day, if everything goes well, which it won't, which it will, I might play some epic action music to signify success. If not, I will declare the whole day a total failure and play some melancholic music. I also plan to release a trailer this week that will serve as a what-if situation. It will feature several cosplay characters and or their portrayers I had met over the past 2 years, meeting up to engage the fugitive. The fugitive, namely me, will show up as a Lego caricature with the aforementioned shattered sunglasses and fake bleeding scars. In conclusion, I am not going to die on December 15th. The fatal decision has been an act. However, the people at Otafest Aurora have to cheer me up and pull me back from the brink of supposed death. This is Jack, signing off. It's all coming to an end, but let's see how far we've come.